And hello, it's Dave Lane from Dutch Tents, and you're joining me today as I'm just putting together this dishevelled mess. It's a lovely Cabanon Mont Blanc, which apparently is a 4-berth twin pole pyramid tent, but I measured the ground sheet out and it seems a lot bigger than what I'm used to for a 4-berth, so I'm going to put all this together and get the tape measure out. I've had a Martinique before, which is the big brother to this, and that did look bigger, but this looks, well, big. Anyway, at the moment I'm just attaching all of the guy lines. These don't use guy ropes, they use these straps, and they really attach them well. So this is the Mont Blanc comes from a range of 3 tents. So the Mont Blanc is the 4-berth 2-poler. Then there's the Martinique, which is the 2-pole 6-berther. And then there's also a single pole called a Breton. And I don't think there's any real question that these are the best Cabanons. Cabanons are pretty good anyway, to be fair, but these are the best. Because if you have a Guadeloupe or a Barbados pyramid tent, they're reasonably good canvas, but this isn't, your Dutch 10 Kate 300. Not sure the maker, but this stuff is, I believe, 340 gram, and it really does feel thick and heavy, and it smells absolutely lovely. So I'm just going to carry on putting these the guy lines in, and we'll be back in a minute. So now the base tent is up, and you get a good idea what it looks like now. Really deep front porch. I've just measured this, the roof, it's 1.5 meters deep, so it's a lovely deep porch. So very quickly we've got a bar frame system for the door. We've got roof bars in there. As we pop inside, we have a really big space. So the Mont Blanc is a 4-berth. I've just measured this, it's 3.8 meters wide. Interesting. Okay, so on the inside we have another bar system. So anybody has a Baco pyramid tent, you'll recognise this. Same with the rebuters. Now what we have here is another roof bar system, going up to the 2 king poles, which are joined by a cross member. God, the smell of this. This tent's really little used. I know quite a bit about this one. It's been used for 3 holidays, approximately 7 to 10 days each time, at the same space in Switzerland. And I'm sure the guy said it was Lake Interlaken they went. So it just had 3 holidays anyway, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is the odd bit of bird poo outside, and where are we? There's a tree sap, just about see it coming through. There's a tree sap mark, what I found on the outside, but it's astonishingly clean. The canvas is in really good condition. It's also really loaded. So in a moment I'm going to pop in the bedrooms. I thought I'd just show you around the base tent first, and then I'm going to start putting on the extras, because there's more extras with this. This is a tent that just keeps on giving. Very quickly, one thing I will say, these are the outside guy ropes, and they're a bit floppy. In fact, do you know what? Oh, look, and the tent still stands. So those interconnecting bars linking the front frame to the door frame to the main two king poles creates a completely rigid tent, so you don't actually need the front guys. Normally if you do this on a pyramid tent it will collapse, but this is solid, not going anywhere. So let's have a quick guided tour around. I've said before that these are copied on the big backhoe frame tents, and there's a remarkable similarity, different colour, but the shape, this big wedge, it's very, very big. I have a sneaky suspicion, I'm really wondering if this isn't a Mont Blanc, if this is a Martinique. I need to do some more measurements and check, but it's just, this is a bit big for a 4-berther. So outside I mentioned that bit of tree sap that will just crystallise and come off. Few little marks here, very faint, really not sure what they are. They're on the rear of the skirt, just a few of those. And I think, oh yeah, there's, actually that's not bird poo, it's tree sap. And you see these little things, these are just fruit marks. I've seen these before, they brush out and they wear off very quickly and will fade to nothing. Other than that, the canvas is really clean. Lovely heavy canvas, as I mentioned a few moments ago. Absolutely spotless, really lovely big tough solid tent. Right, let's dress this thing up. So with the inner tent loosely fitted, you can see it's an all-in-one unit, so it connects with those connectors. They're welded to the full heavy PVC ground sheet, which is a heavy affair, and then they hang off those hoops there. And then what we have is these hooks that hook up there. Okay, so this is definitely the 4-berth Mont Blanc. But the bedrooms are really big. This has got to be the biggest 4-berth tent I've ever seen. Let's have a quick measure and see what they are. Okay, it's upside down, but well, I'll tell you, 1.8 meters wide, 2 meters deep front to back. So that's really spacious. So an airbed are 1.4. So, I mean, if you wanted to, if you had kids, this would sleep 6. It'd be tight. 5 would be comfortable, particularly if you roll the middle section back, this middle curtain, this divider. This is a really big inner tent, absolutely fantastic condition. Air vents at the back, there and there. It also has its own ground sheet, as long as the tent's ground sheet. It's a thinner affair. I remember Cabanon do use this slightly thinner ground sheet to keep the weight down, which is fine. It's what you want, really. Lovely big spacious inner tent. And now we've got the inner tent in, we get an idea of the living space. I've got a chair here, just a standard garden chair, so you get an idea, don't you? Put a couple of garden chairs and a garden table, you'd have 4 people around the table just in this space. This is really big. So as we have the tape measure, what have we got here? From the foot of the king pole to the outer, 2.2 meters deep. because the whole tent then is 4.3 meters long, which is really big for a 4-berth. So this has probably got to be the biggest 4-berth pyramid tent, I think. Yeah, I can't think of anything bigger than this. The Lapella is 3.4. The Randstad Bunzing is 3.5. This is bigger. So this is lovely if you like a big tent. Windows there. For privacy, one on that side as well. Because it's a zipped in ground sheet, the front wall there you can unzip along that side and that side, and you can completely fold it up. Can you see the tabs, the tie-ons there? So you can completely fold up, open up the front of the tent. So more work to do now. I've got some side wings and stuff to put on.